Joining me now are my dualists, co-founder of Novara Media, Aaron Bastani, and political commentator Emma Webb. Aaron, we have a conflict of beliefs here.
Yep.
Christianity versus gender ideology. Should it matter which one someone subscribes to if they're treating someone's health?
I find this hugely fascinating. And you're right, I've said this before, we have to understand this as a civil liberties issue and conflicting civil liberties, like I say, freedom of religious worship and wishing to identify as a certain gender. What I don't understand is this doesn't seem to me that it qualitatively impacts his ability to do his job. Now, if you were discriminating against somebody because they were gay, and you said, I'm not going to treat you as a GP because you're homosexual, that clearly undermines your ability to do your job. In this instance, it's unclear to me how it undermines his ability to do his job. And what makes this even stranger, I disagree with him, by the way. I think you should just, it's called bedside manner in that game. You should just be able to make the person feel comfortable and at ease. You don't have to agree with them, you don't have to like them. That's a job of a doctor. But anyway, park that. I don't quite understand this whole story because it wasn't actually something that happened in his job. It was something where, in abstraction, it was being discussed in a training or something like this, and he says, well, I wouldn't do it. And then all of a sudden, this has happened. It's not there's a real-world episode where it's emerged and he's had some sort of a fight. I imagine if it did happen with a trans person and he used the wrong pronoun and he helped them, I think a normal person would just go, idiot, and get on with their day. So for it to have got to that level, I think it's a shame because we don't have enough doctors in this country right now as it is. And I think if you start to jettison them on the basis of their personal beliefs, it's a problem. But I think he should probably practice and just swallow this particular issue. We probably disagree on that.
OK. And Emma, is this just more rising Christophobia?
I don't like the term Christophobia. I don't like the. We shouldn't be falling into using their terms. But I do think that there is growing anti-Christian sentiment, and to even say it's growing, I think it's been growing for a very long time. The issue here is even more general than that. It's an issue of freedom of conscience, and I don't think the Equality Act is designed for or should protect the Christian faith or any faith, because I think that would be a poisonous use of legislation, but I do think that there is a real growing anti-Christian sentiment, and this is a perfect example of, as you were saying, Calvin, that clash, and it is hypothetical clash between one ideology and another, a new religion and the old one.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was Aaron Bastani and Emma Webb, my dualists.